Hello and welcome to Arcade Couch, the best place to chill with friends and get your gaming goodness each and every Monday in 2026, baby! My name's Phil Light, and joining me on the couch this week, Ashley Hobley.
Excited to be here because maybe we took too long of a break.
Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. What do you? How do you feel, Kieran?
Feel like, you know what? It feels like we I guess we took that extra week because we were together in Tassie last week, and you should hear all about that on Arcade Couch Between the Cushions. But yeah, it's weird that it's February and we are only just getting together to talk about video games.
Now, I do think that the only good thing is not a lot's happened in the world of video games. I don't think. Which gets me into this week. We're just going to do a little bit of a catch-up episode this week, see what's happening. We're then going to do a 2026 video game draft, of which we completely fucked last year, and I'm putting all blame on Ashley Hobley, so you can redirect any and all blame of never hearing about that to him, because
I believe last year's draft was very successful. And,
only because you won, motherfucker, and only because no one else. Kieran jumped in every now and then, and I'd constantly forget to log into the goddamn app and look at anything. Fuck you.
Sorry, I know that everything needs to be on a calendar, otherwise you don't do it.
You should have said I had a not to go too sideways on it, but I had a job interview this week, right? And in it, I got asked the question of, how do you feel like you're good at time management and stuff? And I literally was like, I love a Google Calendar. I adore a Google Calendar. And then I was like, I love a to-do list. No, I'm good, baby. I love structure. All right, so before we get into any of that, I will run down. I'm just going to quickly scan through some stories to see if anything that has happened in January is worth anyone's got comments on any of it. So start of the year, we had the EB Games stuff that kicked off early January. So all of EB Games is closing down in New Zealand, and then they've closed, I don't know, somewhere between, I think it was like 6 to 10 stores or something in Australia so far. How does this make you feel, Kieran, as a person who hates physical media and wants people to lose their jobs?
I think the thing is, and I said this even to my dad last week, a couple of weeks ago, because we were walking through, they live in a different town now, so we were kind of walking through one of their malls, and we walked past an EB Games, and like the only section for games in that EB Games now was in the very back corner of the store. Everything else is t-shirts and figures and knickknacks and card games and fucking and everything now is kind of expanded out. Like the pop culture, the pop vinyls and like the what is the zing side of that business is bigger now than it has ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's like a margins thing, right? All that stuff probably has better margins than video games.
Yeah, but the thing was as well for them was that the video games were always like they always wanted to push the
pre-owned stuff.
The pre-owned stuff that they could.
But I think the thing now, probably the biggest hit to the pre-owned stuff is that both major publishers have online catalogs that you can subscribe to and just have them. You don't need to buy pre-owned games anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, I suspect probably in New Zealand it's more not necessarily people moving away from digital media, moving away from physical media. It's probably just easier to get it online, buy it through Amazon or online retailers. And I assume EB Games is going to continue to be an online retailer in New Zealand. It's just the physical stores are going away.
It would be, I would presume if they shut more in Australia, it would be like the big city ones would close, whereas like the rural locations and even like I assume the ones here in Tassie, for example, would all be fine because there's less other options and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd expect like, Melbourne Central, whatever like any of the big major city ones would
maybe
close.
Not the major one, but like some of the
smaller ones around the big cities would probably close.
Not like the flagship store in the city.
Yeah, but it's definitely a testament to and we've seen over the last couple of years that EB Games tried to restructure because they were losing money and everything. So they tried to add that new EB World subscription thing.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to restructure around pop finals, around trading card games, around all these other things. And the shift has been further and further away from video games at the forefront of what they're selling. So not too surprising, I guess. Yeah.
They should probably just not have everything on sale all the time.
It's true.
Like,
That's
charge
fucking-
people full price for stuff.
As someone who works in retail, there's always a fucking sale on it, and it's the most annoying thing. People come in and be like, "Is there a sale on?" Mate, I'm telling you, if there's a sale not on tomorrow, it starts again Saturday.
There's always a sale because we're always trying to sell stuff.
There's always some fucking sale on. It's like one sale ends, and then it's like the next one starts. It's ridiculous. Life is Strange Reunion was announced. This comes out in March, so we will be seeing Chloe and Max reunite in this game. They've called Don't Nod is saying that this will be. Well, no, it's not Don't Nod.
It's not Don't Nod. No.
Whoever the fuck it is. Sorry, I can't actually remember. Whoever it is, they've said
Tech
that
9?
this is it? I don't know.
It is Tech 9. Yeah, correct.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have said that this will be apparently the conclusion to this sequence of stories and stuff that they've been doing in this. So, and apparently they've been working on this one since Double Exposure. But
This feels like a fucking Hail Mary grab of holy fuck. The Double Exposure hasn't worked out the way it was. We wanted it to. True Colors didn't work out. All right, break glass. Let's bring everybody
Chloe
back in. Let's bring Chloe back, and we'll go from there.
mm-hmm. Did you finish or play through all the? No, okay.
No, I never went back. I think I played like 2 episodes and didn't go back to finish it off.
Because
My
this is going to
thing about this, the game, it's like apparently like the description, like description or like the plot is Max comes back and there's been a fire at a university that's killed all the people off from the last game.
That's hilarious if that's
Right?
true.
I
That's
never
so
said that.
morbid and hilarious.
Well, there was a fire at the university, and now
there was a fire at the weekend. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think everyone. It's not like everyone died though. It's just there was a fire at the university. Yeah.
That's how it was pitched to be, and I found
yeah.
it.
So it's set a week after the end of, or apparently this game will pick up a week after the end of Double Exposure. Is where is what's up is what.
And apparently, your decision whether to save or not save Chloe is going to already adjust your relationship with Chloe going into this game.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle it because the thing is with Double Exposure, they chose an ending. You know, they were like, well, this is the one that happened. Chloe's still alive. Chloe's still out there in the world, which I was fine with because that's the ending I chose anyway. But so, yeah, of course, the players who wish that she was dead have been a bit upset. But part of this is going to be that Chloe is showing up and saying, hey, I'm having all these memories that I can't remember, presumably from the if the timeline had gone different directions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it will be the conclusion to the Max and Chloe story. The disappointing thing is that Chloe is being voiced by a different voice actress. It's not Ashley Birch.
But it's the voice actress that played Chloe in the Chloe
Before the Storm
thing. Yeah.
But which is fine, and I really enjoyed her in that and everything. But I guess it's just that part of like, well, that was before Ashley Birch, and now that it's like Chloe after, you kind of wish it was still the same.
In that one, it wasn't Chloe and Max, right?
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
The time
It's
it's Chloe and Max. It's not going to be the same.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm still very keen for this. I mean, I obviously I love the original Life is Strange like everyone does. I love Before the Storm. I think Before the Storm's actually a better game. Loved Life is Strange 2. I enjoyed Double Exposure. I don't want to say I found it great. I enjoyed it. So I'm still.
Did you like True Colors? I can't remember.
Didn't finish True Colors. So
True Colors was okay. It was weird, but it was okay.
I think I have to. I think if I don't know how much anything of that may come into this. I don't know, but if I can go back and finish the last three chapters of True Colors before this comes out, at least I'll have my my Life is Strange universe complete.
I will say I don't know if this is a hot take, but if this game doesn't succeed or if this game isn't good,
franchise is dead.
The franchise is dead. Yeah, 100%. Either it's dead or it's like going to be put on ice for a very long time, like say a Mass Effect was. Yeah.
Yeah, so what is it? Life is Strange 2015 is when it came out.
Mhm.
Wild. Over 10 years later.
Which
What
wild
is
because
it?
it
There's
almost
like-
feels longer.
5 titles in?
Yeah, so you got Life is Strange. Life is Strange Before the Storm was 2017. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit was 2017 as well. Then you got Life is Strange 2, ran from 2018 through to 2019. Life is Strange True Colors was 2021. The Remaster Collection came out in 2022. And Double Exposure was 2024. Now this will be Reunion 2026. So, yeah.
So maybe you're writing it off too soon. Because they've been consistently released. So
Nah, I reckon if they're going to the Max and Chloe well now, and especially with how Square Enix has been.
Oh, no, technically they went to the Max and Chloe world with the last game since they brought Max back.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're fully bringing Chloe back now.
Mm.
Like this is like because like they brought Max back and Double Exposure didn't do too well.
Yeah.
So it's already on the precipice of this isn't looking good for Life is Strange. So if they now bring Chloe back, this was like the formula that made the first one so great. If that doesn't work anymore either, I can't see Square Enix allowing this franchise to keep going.
Yeah, the problem is that Square Enix expects big numbers out of everything, like every
Mhm.
video game AAA company does now, and if it doesn't do well enough, even though it could do all right, then it's not good enough. Which brings me to the next big story that happened while I was away. There was 6 Ubisoft games which were cancelled. The biggest of which was Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake was officially cancelled. Kieran, how do you feel about that?
Fuck's sake! Like it's just it. The game had just no hope. Hey, like it got announced that many times, it disappeared that many times. You know what? I'm almost glad that it did get cancelled. Like it's bad for the team working on it, and I feel sorry for them. But it could have been a case where it could have been like a half-baked game that in the end Ubisoft went, fuck it, we'll just put it out. And whatever. And then that would just be just as bad in many ways.
The other games were 4 unannounced titles, including 3 new IPs and a mobile title. But we don't know what any of those were.
You know what they didn't cut down though? Fucking Beyond Good and Evil 2.
yeah.
That shit
Still
should have been
alive.
that should have probably been amongst those titles.
One of the
Maybe they've just
happiest.
spent too much and they need to keep
Yeah.
going.
I remember feeling so happy when that was
Skull and
announced, and
Bones.
now
I
I'm just
know, I
like,
remember. Because that was announced. I
Yeah.
think we were in. That was one of the events we were at my house for. I can almost remember.
We definitely have a reaction. No, I know we
definitely
definitely have a reaction for
I don't think it was
the
at your
show.
house, but we definitely have a reaction video for it. Yeah. Then there was already an Xbox developer direct that has happened in January
That was pretty fucking
already.
good.
So Forza Horizon, the big things were Forza Horizon 6 is coming out May 19th, which looks fucking great. IMO. We then got another look at Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation, which continues to look wild because it's like, from the people who brought you Pokemon, look at this, some sword slashing RPG shit that looks sort of like, I don't know, Sekiro.
But it looks fucking great compared to.
It does look great. Yeah. So I don't think for all the people who blame them as shitty developers, I think it is just. It's just they're confined by hardware constraints when the Pokemon games come around, I think so. Double Fine revealed what the fuck is this game called?
It is a pottery, a kiln, the pottery fucking multiplayer game.
Pottery Brawler, I guess, yeah. Which looks great. Anything Double Fine does is usually a breath of fresh air amongst just doing weird shit. Fable got a release date.
No, I got a release period.
Window.
Release window.
Yeah, it's not coming till.
Hey, it looks fucking. No, it's next year. It's this year.
It's this year.
It's autumn.
Late 2026. Sorry,
it's autumn 2026.
In my head, I think I've already presumed it's going to get delayed.
Delayed again. But like, it looked great. Like it looked awesome.
It does look good. It does look good.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. They
too good to be true.
Yeah, that's why I'm assuming it's get delayed again. I think, yeah. It's also coming to PlayStation on the same day. They're not doing a 3 months later thing. So which is kind of wild. We've come to expect that Xbox games will come to PlayStation, but presumably 6 months or so after they release. But to be like, hey, here's one of our biggest, most anticipated games.
Yeah, it's not even
day and day.
Oh, it's technically a Bethesda game, so it can go.
It's like it's a straight Xbox Game Studios game, and it's coming to PlayStation day one. So, okay, but yes, I guess we'll all be playing that because it did look very good. And that was their first showcase, which was it's just a fine 4-game showcase to kick off January with, I guess. So, it was nice to know that Forza's coming out early enough this year, I guess. The Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer dropped, and Yoshi is a fucking god, is what I'm going to say. My boy Yoshi is living it up. I cannot be more happy. I didn't love the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I've spoke about that. I thought it was fine, whatever. This one with Yoshi, I'm fucking all in. I love me some Yoshi, so I'm all about this one. Ash, what'd you make of the
I think they did a fantastic job of bringing him to the big screen. They did not fuck him up is, I think, the key thing. They didn't get, I don't know, Scarlett Johansson to voice Yoshi,
It's me, Yoshi.
It's going to be Chris Evans.
Did you watch it, Kieran, or no?
No, I've not. No.
That's why I did.
Have you even seen? You've seen the screenshots or something, though?
Yeah, I've seen the screenshots of Yoshi.
Have you seen my favorite Instagram reel where they put? I think it's I can't remember the YouTuber's name below his voice. It cuts to it. It's like the Yoshi movie voice acting's going off. That cuts to a clip from him in the trailer. It's like, it's me, your fucking boy Yoshi. Some shit like that. Oh, so good. What was the other thing that happened? We got a fucking Tamagotchi Life direct that happened. The game continues to look absolutely wild. It makes no sense. And I think that was about it that happened this week.
There's the one story that's been big in my world.
Yeah,
at least is Jeff Keighley single-handedly fucking Highguard by himself. Just absolutely did that game a disservice.
What happened there? Because I've downloaded it and not played it.
So to give you the background, of course, Highguard was featured as the last game at the Video Game Awards. It has come out since then that Wildfire, the devs that previously were the initial devs that released Apex Legends, had actually planned and developed the whole game to be a shadow drop, much like Apex Legends was. So the last week, on Monday the 26th, it was supposed to just launch then and there without any kind of pre-build up, nothing. So when Jeff came along, Jeff plays the game, Jeff loves the game, and Jeff goes, hey, I'll give you the last spot at the Video Game Awards. I've been looking for something to fill it with for free. And they jumped at the point and jumped at it and went, yeah, okay. Except for at that point, a month out from release, they did not have any marketing budget put in place for that period between the Video Game Awards and the game's release.
Because there was not going to be any marketing.
Because there wasn't going to be any marketing required for it.
Mm-hmm. They were just relying on content creators.
It was just going to be a big thing. So what happened then was release. So the Video Game Awards comes out, and then for a month afterwards, there is nothing. There is radio silence from the developers. And everybody in the multiplayer space kind of goes, hey, what the fuck's going on with this game? And it kind of gets built up a little bit. And it gets that internet crappy build up of an expectation. And people be like, why aren't they talking about this game? They've presented it at the Game Awards. How dare they not talk about this game? And the Video Game Awards honestly didn't present itself as what it was. A lot of people just thought it was going to be like a hero shooter.
The asterisk on that is they still edited the trailer, right?
They still edited the trailer. Yeah. So that bit, I won't say anything about that.
Yeah,
I won't say anything in terms of that. Like, I'll say the part they did probably wrong. And once again, that trailer was put together last minute, wasn't supposed to be something that they were going to do anyway. So the game comes out and it gets absolutely review bombed. It gets everybody within like the first hour of it being launched. There is thousands upon thousands of negative reviews being put onto it via Steam. because people are playing it for 10 minutes, they're getting through the tutorial and then review bombing it because it's not optimized very well. The game is very different to anything that we really have in the world at the moment. And then it's something that is a new experience, which, idiot gamers don't handle new experiences very well. So instead of this game having its own cultivated release and launch like it wanted it to, where it was going to be something fresh for gamers to jump into and try with kind of a fresh set of eyes, it kind of had all this build up to it for no reason that the developers weren't expecting. To give people an overview, so Highguard is initially in what its main game mode is a 3v3 competitive base shooter, raider is what it's called. So pretty much each team of 3 gets a little base. You actually pick which type of base you want at the start of every map. So there's I think 6 different bases. They all come with their own different quirks, their own different kind of settings. You get a bit of setup time to reinforce some walls because most of the walls are made out of paper. So you can reinforce some of them to make it a bit harder for people to get through. You then have 2 minutes to go out into the world that these big open maps are to kind of gear up and find loot and to get everything ready. You then fight over a big sword called the Stormbreaker, that the person whichever team grabs the sword, makes it over to the enemy team's base, will then get to raid the enemy team's base. So pretty much there is a little game of capture the flag in the middle of it. Once you get to the raid, there is a number of, I guess it becomes a search and destroy game mode where you have to get into one of the bomb sites on the map and blow up one of the sites before the enemy team can stop you or defuse the bomb. And if you do it quick enough, you can bomb multiple sites in one go, or you can go for their big reactor in the middle that takes longer but that will kill the enemy team in one go. And yeah, that's pretty much the basic premises. And it seems a bit convoluted. It's very different. But it is a lot of fun. There is various characters involved with different abilities. Some of them you feel like they are just ripped straight out of Apex Legends. A lot of the guns feel like they are Apex Legends guns that have been put into this game for Highguard. But I'm having great fun. The team is already at Wildfire is already showing that they are wanting to be proactive. They have put in all new graphics options. There is optimization already happening for it. One of the big comments one of the big criticisms that people had for the game was, 3v3 is not very fun. It feels like there's not enough people, yada, yada, yada. This week, they've already dropped a 5v5 mode for the game that I don't love because I think it makes it a bit too chaotic and a bit too many people. I actually really enjoy the 3v3 version. I think
it's limited. I saw a news story that says limited only. Like it's not a full time. They're doing they've noted it as experimental, so they can kind of do some. It's like they do with Apex Legends. They'll turn modes on.
100%.
Yeah.
So ranked doesn't come out for another week. I think I've got 10 hours in the game already. I have a lot of fun with it. There is a lot of variety. It's great as a tactical shooter. The gunplay is really solid. I think there could be more done in the open world. I think the looting phase can be a little bit not boring, but it has like a weird kind of resource mechanic where you have to kind of break down gem crystals to kind of get some currency for yourself to go into a shop and buy some stuff, as well as searching through loot crates. I think there could be, I'd really love to see them put in like some PvP, like mobs or stuff in the world that you can go and kill for rewards. That'd be really fun to kind of fight over different builds. There is an airdrop that comes down every now and then that drops like the one like purple, like the red, like the special gun that is in the game at the moment happens every time the airdrop happens. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying my time with it. It's really sad. I think you will see on Steam now that a lot of the reviewing of it has leveled out. It was mostly negative. It has now kind of gone over to mixed reviews. The more people that play it for longer, the more positive reviews come.
How many stories a year do you think there are that start with blah 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 getting review bombed on Steam? Like
far too many.
Yeah. So, and what point does that just mean that like Steam reviews are sort of pointless because nearly every other game gets review bombed? You know?
No, I think this was
like they're helpful for indie games and stuff where more the people are probably given proper reviews. But I do feel like every major release has some controversy surrounding the like review bombing or whatever you want to call the other direction of that.
But I think the problem is that like the problem is though that people do take those reviews as reasons not to play the game or reasons to jump in and join in on the negativity around the games. It's because of this mass. When you look through it and there's these people complaining about the gameplay, complaining that it doesn't run very well, complaining about just really minute details, but then you look at the playtime and it's like 10 minutes.
If I believe the reviews, I wouldn't have watched one of the greatest movies the last 10 years, Babylon. Am I right, Ash? Am I right?
Sure.
All right. Give me a hell yeah.
No.
Okay. What else you been playing, Kieran? While we've been away?
Other than that, not a whole lot. Lots of Marvel Rivals. I started playing through Persona 3 Reloaded for something fun to do. I think I'm like 30 hours into that. Just bits and pieces here and there.
Definitely. I don't think I played fucking nothing, but that's usually me every holiday period, to be honest. I'm playing, I don't remember, I'm playing something for review currently, and I've been the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. So back into the saddle, as we say. However, yeah, I don't think I really played anything. I don't even think I'm like exaggerating. I don't think I played anything. I watch a lot of movies.
Copy paste that from every year.
Yeah, copy paste that from every year. Ash, I assume similar answer.
Yeah, similar thing. I did a couple of Hades runs, but that's about it.
Did you finish it yet, or what? No, okay, fair enough.
Finally got to the Olympus boss.
Oh, really?
I've gotten to the final bosses of both.
Yeah.
So I just need to beat them.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
And this will make you go, fuck's sake, really. To reach the true ending, you have to do a run where you do both worlds in one go.
That's insane.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, so you do one run and then you go back to the next one, you immediately go do the other one?
Yeah.
But if you fuck up the second one, you have to redo the first one again?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But it's not even like you keep the build between the two. You have to do a new build for the second one. Damn, that's
you just need to be that good.
That's why I think when I locked into Hades 2, there was a period there where I just played like
you have to finish.
After I went ham on it when it was at PAX week, Melbourne International Games Week and everything, and I just continued to go ham once I got home for like another week and a half, 2 weeks. After that, I was playing Hades. I was playing the game so much because I was like, once I'm like locked in, I'm locked in on that. Like I just need to be, especially because it's so like you got to memorize. There's so many elements. You're like, you just got to. That game becomes second nature, and then And I was like, all right, I'm done now. All right. So the only other thing I wanted to, of course, shout out before we finish up here is we have been putting up the best of 2025 stuff while we've been not recording and stuff. Not posting podcasts, but we've been posting articles. I think it's the most amount of, well, no, I don't think. I know. It's the most amount of articles for best of stuff we would have done ever. I feel like that's comfortable to say, Ash, yes?
Yep.
Why do you sound scared when you say yep?
I mean, you have 4 weeks of content, so I mean that's more than usual.
Yeah. So it's 4 weeks. This will post, of course, on Monday morning. The Monday morning this is coming out is the 4th and final week of the best of 2025 coverage. We've done it a little bit different this year, where I actually we've posted the top 30 films, games, and TVs right at the get-go, and since then been doing more different lists. But just to shout out, I'll read out our top 10 games that we posted. And go check out the full articles, of course, at explosionnetwork.com/thebest of2025. So number 10, we had Metroid 4 Beyond. Number 9, South of Midnight. Number 8, Bowl Pit. or Cross Pit. Number 7, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Number 6, Avowed. Number 5, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Number 4, Ghost of Yotai. Number 3, the aforementioned Hades 2. Number 2, Dispatch, and number 1 was Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So yeah, check out the full list of everything we've got going on there. Top 5s, top 10s, top 30s, top things. But yeah, there has been an article posting every single day, or some days 2 articles for the best of list. So check all of that shit out. All right, Ash, I'll let you take over the reins now because you are the fantasy critic.
Yes.
Bullshit artist is what I like to call you, but you can lead the charge.
Well, I think we need to say winner of 2025.
You know who won the fucking movie one last year, motherfucker? This guy.
Sorry, Del, this is the one about games, so that doesn't.
We're on Arco Couch.
Yeah, but I just know he cares more about the movie one, so.
It's because it's my baby. Yes, so yes, I did win with 184.65 points. Kieran came in second place with 157.13. Dylan with 127.45.
Shockingly, the guy who would never remember to log in and do it lost.
Even though we talked about it kind of frequently enough to...
Gotta do it on the pod, man. If we don't do it on the pod, it's pointless.
Again,
you know?
we talked about it.
Do it on the pod.
Purchase games during the year.
Do it on the pod.
Yes. So this year, we've changed it so Dylan has no excuses. So we will be drafting 20 games over the course of the year. Today we'll be drafting 12 games each, 10 normal releases and 2 unannounced games. And we'll be picking the final 8 games post Summer Games Fest. This year you can't drop games. If a title is unreleased, you just end up with a 0. Ports, remasters, yearly titles, and games already in early access are ineligible. And it's the same kind of scoring system as last year, where for every point over 70 on OpenCritic, you get a point. Every point below 70 on OpenCritic, you lose a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year wins. Yeah.
They have to shave their head off. It's crazy.
No, it's just bragging rights. And I think in line with our movie fantasy game, we will go in reverse order of whoever of the rankings from last year. So Dylan will select first, Kieran will select second, I'll just select third. Yes, let's get into it.
Now, do you just want me to tell you, or do I need to do something on my screen?
You need to select your...
And how do I do that? I'm looking at the thing.
Don't refresh your page.
Probably refresh your page, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Our draft game. Here we go. Okay. Very good. Thank you. All right. My first pick will be Grand Theft Auto 6.
I mean, is it going to come out this year?
I think so.
Actually, don't dissuade him.
Look, here's the thing. If it does come out this year, it's a great pick. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I think it's worth the risk. Because if it comes out, in what world does a GTA game ever not score very high? Go look at Metacritic, OpenCritic, whatever critic you want to look at critic. The answer is it always scores high. And will it sell lots?
Yep.
Oh boy, is the sky blue? You know?
For my pick, I've selected Forza Horizon 6.
Safe choice. It's definitely. I mean, it's a car game. All the car people are going to play it. Are going to review it. So that makes 100%.
When have you ever seen a Forza game come, like a Horizon game, come out below like an 85?
In that case, I'm going to pick Marvel's Wolverine. I believe in Insomniac. Even though it'll be interesting to see how it actually feels when you actually play it, but Insomniac have a solid track record. I guess I left it on Serpentine, so I'm drafting again.
Oh my goodness.
That's fine.
He accidentally did it.
It's fair, It's technically fair. You just, whatever. I'll I'll go Saros. Obviously from blanking on the studio.
Housemark.
Housemark, you know. Everybody liked the last game. Whatever it was called.
Returnal. Fuck. What are we doing?
Starring it's starring that guy from the
Raul Coley. What are we doing? Give me the pick.
Okay, those last two were like the last one was definitely playing into a bit. So yeah, I think everybody has 100% faith in that one.
Fucking hell.
I have picked Control Resonant. I think it should do well. If it comes out this year.
Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. It could not. You know how games are these days.
I've got a question for just before we continue. I've made a list of like 30 games and I've put them in order of my preference to draft.
Oh, I haven't. I've made a list. I just haven't put them in order.
Right. I was wondering what everyone else's system is here as we're going.
No, I've just written a bunch of games down.
Because I've put them in order so that when it gets to my pick, I know what I want to pick next, and I can just without having to think about it. So my next pick is Big Walk.
Ooh, whoa! Nice pick. Bit early, I think, but nice pick.
I think, given Untitled Goose Game, Housemark, obviously huge. Also Aussie, shout out. The success of that game, and by all regards, this game I think will be. If the problem is, I don't know. As long as it gets the right marketing, I think, and like they unfortunately have to lean on the whole from the people that brought you Untitled Goose Game sort of thing. But it also just looks ridiculously funny. Like it's just the idea that they're like, hey, here's a game where you go walking in the bush and there's puzzles to find and you got to solve them with your friends. Or maybe one of your friends is a dick and just fucks off and pushes you into the ocean because that's life, baby. I'm like, and you look like weird little characters, but the world looks like the real forest. Like the art style is really intriguing. So, yeah, okay. I think it'll be a critical darling. Whether or not it sells well, I don't know. It's a different story, but yeah.
Okay. So, Dylan, it should be your pick again.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, delete that off my list. And my next pick is Mixtape because I'm going full Aussie. Hey.
Yeah.
So, Mixtape, of course, the follow up to the Artful Escape, which I loved. I think this game. Well, here's the thing with this game. It is still an indie game, but it is getting a lot of that push at big award shows like the Game Awards and stuff like that, just because of what's going on. Whether or not this game is everyone's vibe, I don't know. Obviously, Ash watched me play like 45 minutes, I think, roughly.
Pretty sure it was Kieran.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, fuck what I'm talking about. Kieran watched me play 45 minutes of it at whatever the event was called, the big game.
The big game night out.
Big game night out, yeah. And it's, I think, following in the similar steps of the Artful Escape where it's, well, somewhat, where it's like, it's a game about music and visuals and sort of your vibe and how you associate with it, which is how the Artful Escape was and why I love that game. But it is trying to interject some more characters and narrative into it to, I think, make it a bit more appealing, because the people who didn't like Artful Escape, I think, complained that the story or it was too boring. I'm like, yeah, but like you're just meant to like fucking vibe out with the guitar, man. Like there's not meant to be story here. There's just you're sort of missing the point. But yeah, that's my next one.
Yeah, I went already. Resident Evil Requiem. I'm so fucking hyped for this game. This game looks fantastic. The more and more that's come out about it with the Spotlight last week, and more people now talking about their experiences with the game. The combination of having this new character play through the horror sections, that tense feeling you got in the early stages in Resident Evil 7 in the first person mode, and then also at the same time, Leon motherfucking Kennedy drives a fucking Porsche and runs around with a fucking chainsaw. So, you know what? Let's go.
Ash, you love Resident Evil. Are you excited?
Oh, so excited.
You sound excited, man.
Ash, I got told that one of your number one movies of last year was the horror movie that I watched. So you're a really big horror fan now.
I did have to point that out. After we watched Sinners, I pointed out to Kieran. I said, this was Explosion Network's number one movie of 2026, by the way. And also, it was Ash's favorite movie of last year, if you can believe that.
I didn't say that. It was number 2.
I think. Oh, sorry, number 2. But I got so excited by a horror movie being at number 2 that I forgot what your number 1 was.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to pick a horror movie in my current pick. I'm going to pick Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the latest Fire Emblem game. It looks closer to Three Houses than the last one.
Did they say this was 2026 for sure, or are you just hoping?
Yeah.
No, they did say that.
They did?
Year.
Okay.
They did say 2026, I believe.
It's currently slated.
April-ish.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I think those generally score pretty well. So I go with that. And then with my next pick, I'm going to go with the one I'm personally looking forward to, Eugenics, which is the new game from the creator of Binding of Isaac, in which I've seen gameplay. It's very hard to explain, but it's a tactical role-playing game with a bunch of cats. And all the cats have special classes and all that kind of stuff. And then at the end of every run, they end up in a house and I think they breed or retire. Or It's very odd. But it's got that Binding of Isaac look as well, but it's cats. So yeah, that's my pick. Kieran?
I've realized I've got very heavy already, but Fable is in it. I believe in this game. I believe it's coming out this year. I want it to be as fantastic as it is, so I'm going to pop it in my list.
All right, I'm going with Fishbowl, which is a. Look, man, you don't have the insider knowledge. I do. Fishbowl is a indie game, of course, given Kieran's look of what the fuck are you picking?
I just love it. It's GTA 6 and then 3 indie games.
GTA 6 is me attempting to get points and everything else is me picking shit I'm interested in.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, all this shit you could have left for like later picks and got some stuff to score points.
No, so Fishbowl has been one of, amongst people who care about like amongst people who care about indie games and stuff, this is one of the most anticipated indie games of the year, full stop. And the thing is, until like we could be laughing at it now, and then the game releases, and like when an indie game blows up and it makes it into everyone's social media feed, suddenly everyone buys it, right? It's just, it needs the right amount of blow up. I fully believe, given that how excited people are from people who've managed to play this at demos and stuff at conventions that we haven't. Everyone says this game is primed to be the next massive indie game whenever it manages to release. It's like a narrative adventure game with a bunch of different like elements involved in it and stuff like that. But it has been one of, over the last 2 years, every time it's shown up in any indie showcase I've watched, everyone is salivating for this. So I'm not just picking random shit. I do believe this could be this year's what do you want to call it? Like rogue indie. You know, there's always one indie game that you don't know coming into the year that suddenly at the end of the year is like massive, right? It happens every year. It happens every year. Sure. I think this is it. And that's why I'm picking it.
Okay.
Go pick again, though.
Fuck, I keep forgetting how the game works. All right, next pick is Mina the Hollower. No, don't fucking laugh. This one makes more sense than
yes, it does.
It does. Thank you, Ash. Thank you. So Mina the Hollower is the new game from Yacht Club Games, which of course made the Shovel Knight series of games, which is massive. Shovel Knight is, as far as like indie game success stories go, spawned multiple spin-offs and everything like that. Mina the Hollower was meant to release in October. To the point that I even emailed someone and they said, yep, we should be sending out codes in the next couple of weeks. And then I got another email like a week later and said, sorry, the game's been delayed. And then the news story was posted late that day that the game was delayed. So it's now a 2026 game. Unlike Shovel Knight, which was Metroidvania inspired, this one is Zelda inspired. As far as what's going for it, it has a lot riding on it. The studio has been working on this game forever. They need it to be a success from a financial point of view for Yacht Club Games, but also people know Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight has a fucking amiibo. Like, let's put it into perspective of like indie game success stories and stuff like that. So, yeah, Men of the Hollow.
Was Shovel Knight in Smash Bros?
No,
I don't think so. It just has a spirit, I think is what they called them, right?
Yeah.
Whatever they were, yeah.
Okay, I'll go with this one. It is gonna be the Bloodborne of the Nintendo Switch, the Dustbloods. It's gonna be, I am. Look, anything that fucking studio touches is fucking gold to so many people. I reckon this game will sell Nintendo Switch consoles, Nintendo Switch 2s, like it's going out of fucking fashion.
There's rumors of a Nintendo Direct in February, a partner showcase early February, which people are hoping will showcase more about Dustbloods because we didn't get anything about it in the last partner showcase. So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. The new Lego game that's all about Batman. It is many iterations. I enjoyed the bits and pieces we've seen of it so far. But hopefully it lives up to what my mind is imagining it to be. And then with my next pick, I'm going to select Witchbrook, which is the new game from the people behind Stardew Valley, which is set in a magical school in which the young witches and wizards are getting trained in magical arts. A completely original idea that hasn't been done anywhere else.
Every time you pick a game, it's so low on my list. Which is really good for me.
I feel like, but that's also because you watch every single.
This is the thing, right? Is the funny thing? The funny thing for me is though is Dylan playing the way Dylan is. I can not be as strategic with my picks because I know I can leave something else that I want.
I'm not even memeing though. I'm not even memeing though.
And he has no interest in it because I can just grab it later.
Yeah, I'm not memeing though.
He could also, again, it's about critical scores on these games.
It is 100%.
There's no guarantee that the big name games are going to be successful.
No, but that's fair. That's fair. I did not.
It's rolled back to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm searching for the game. I was talking and
sorry,
I had to search for this one. It wasn't just on the first.
Oh, we forgot to say our names, by the way. Ash is still picked his same name from last year, which is Ash System Works. Kieran's publisher name is Defunct Physical Media, and this year I've changed my name to Brat Forever.
Florence Pugh's Heartbreaker.
And I have picked Beast of Reincarnation. I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to go down the list of games I was interested in from the Xbox showcase and put them in because Xbox can't fail me this year, right? Not like every other year they totally fail me. So, yeah.
I'm going Slay the Spire 2.
I had that last year. It didn't come out, so, you know.
Yeah. So it's supposed to, I would assume, hopefully come out this year. And it is, as far as the 10,001 card game roguelikes that everyone likes, Slay the Spire is the one, and the sequel will presumably, hopefully, build the same amount of excitement and build upon what everyone loved about the first game. So that's my next one. And then I'll actually go a non-indie game.
Whoa.
for my next pick. I'm going to go old 007 First Light. I'll get that one.
You see, for me, that's too risky. I've looked at that several times and been like, no, that game could easily be like a 70.
It could be. It could also be like an 87.
Yeah,
you know?
It could be. So, it could have become really good in the last year of development.
Yeah. We watched that last gameplay thing.
Or it could be really good plot, which will raise it.
Well, no, hold on. I'd say so far we see lots of signs of potential of the plot being really good. It was just that the gameplay had a lot of quirks about it, especially the stuff when he jumped in the car in the last.
Yeah, that car chase was maybe the longest
car chase was
in
pretty
James
shit.
Bond history.
Yeah. Yes, correct. However, I don't really read too much into that given the like it's still in development, everything like that. I fully believe this game will come out as good shit because the developer. Have you ever seen one of these Hitman games or DLCs or updates or anything of the last 8 years come out and people have been like, man, it runs like shit? No, hasn't happened. So I have no reason to doubt. So I'm going 007 first.
You know what? I'm gonna go off the deep end a little bit, and I picked up Romeo is a Dead Man from the creator of No More Heroes 1 and 2. I think this is an interesting pick. I think it's going to score really well, and yeah, it's something fun.
That's a wild pick.
Why is that a wild pick?
That's a wild pick. I don't think a Grasshopper game's reviewed that well in a long time.
Yeah, and that the trailer during Game Awards was, or the pre-show for Game Awards was wild.
Yeah,
I believe in it.
And you're fucking golfing at me for picking fucking Mina the Hollower. Like, what? Come on now.
All right. My first one of these picks, I'm going to go with Vampire Crawlers, which is obviously the spin-off from Vampire Survivors, except it's a card-based game now.
Yeah, it's a card game now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
card game roguelike.
Card games. Yeah.
Everything's a card game. Yeah.
Everything's a card game now. So go with that. And then my next pick, I'm going to go, where is it? Hang on. Super Meat Boy 3D. Obviously, a new Super Meat Boy game. I believe it's been shown off at some places, and I've heard good feedback from various outlets. So I'm optimistic on that one.
I am going to go with... Now, I think this is a risk, because I don't think this game is going to potentially could review kind of badly, depends how well it comes out. But I'm excited for it, so I'm going to pick it anyway, which is The Blood of the Dawnwalker. This is the RPG I'm probably the highest on for this year. I am really looking forward to it. I hope it is like the next big Western RPG. Would be great.
I do think there's like it's from the director of The Witcher 3. So
yeah, exactly.
I think there is like it's not just it looks cool. There is hope. Yeah. All right, for my next pick, I'm gonna go with Scott Pilgrim EX.
Nice.
Yep.
Because the first Scott Pilgrim game was fantastic and everyone loved it. And now this one will come out and everyone will love it. How's that for an explanation? And then for my second pick, I'm gonna go with Resonance. Oh my god. Resonance. A Plague Tale Legacy.
Resonance?
Yeah, Resonance. A Plague Tale Legacy.
Legacy.
Man, I was like, I'm going to have a few drinks since it's our first show of the year and it's beginning to catch up with me. So this one is a spin-off of the series. I think I was trying to read up because obviously I still need to catch up on the series, but from my understanding, it's like a spin-off of one of the characters that appears in the last game, but they're like older now, something like that. Either way, both Plague Tale games have reviewed very well. So, given that, and it's still the same developer and everything, I'm going to presume that they continue along and review very well again.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Crimson Desert. It is a game I think is being talked about a fair bit at the moment with its upcoming
MMO?
release. Yeah, the MMO, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. It comes out in March, so it looks like a solid pick at the moment. It looks like it's well hyped. Hopefully it lives up. I think they've done a lot kind of, everybody loves the original, like the Black Desert. So, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with... Out of my list.
No, these will be your last two normal picks, and then we're picking unreleased
two,
right?
Picks, and then I'm going to go with Professor Layton and the New World of Steam.
Mhm.
It's definitely going to come out this year.
I hope it does for my own sake, but maybe.
You know, optimistic pick there. Obviously, it's been several years since the last Professor Layton game.
Yep.
And then
they announced it like 2 years ago.
Yes. And then I'm gonna. I think I'll go very risky on this last one. I'm gonna go Mouse PI for Hire.
Oh.
I know the black and white stylized first person shooter. Just so I can represent an Australian game on my list.
Yeah, because I thank you.
Yeah,
they appreciate it.
I'm sure they will.
Now we're doing unannounced.
No, you've got one more.
I've got one more.
I mean, you can do them in any order.
No. I got one more. One more normal one. So my normal one. Yeah, sure. Let's go another weird one. I'm going with the Sinking City 2. I think the first game was really well loved and had a decent dedicated fan base, so I'd be excited to see this one come out to a much larger launch and a much more appreciated score.
Do I have two left still?
So you have a normal one, and then you have unannounced.
Two unannounced games.
Two unannounced.
No, yeah, a normal one, then two unannounced.
Yeah, so technically we've all got three more games to pick.
Yep.
Two more.
Well, you've got three more. I've got two more.
Yes.
Ashley's got two more.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm going with. I don't know. Maybe I should do something out of order just to throw like one of them more. I'll pick something more towards the bottom here, maybe. So I'm going to go with Building Relationships, which is the indie game about dating houses.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
which
I step back from dating everything.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Which I've seen some gameplay and stuff of, and it's absolutely wild. And I don't. Well, actually, no, it's online now. They uploaded the full thing. It looks wild. I can't wait. It's every different house you date has a different like gameplay mechanism built into it and stuff. But also there's like a human element to the story that's being told underneath it all, which sort of makes it silly at first and you laugh about it, then you're like, oh, this is sort of sad and real. Anyway,
it's like
it's
all
a house.
These houses, they're so expensive. How are people meant to live?
Yeah, that's it. All right, so then I'm going one unannounced. All right, so how do I do unannounced? I just type it in and
you have to find it
up and hope it comes up. Let me just see if that works before I. Yeah, okay, unannounced. All right, number 3, I'm going Dishonored 3.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm going Dishonored 3. It's been a long time since we got a Dishonored game. And Dishonored is also the type of series that I feel like they could announce and release in the same 12-month cycle without it needing like a massive hype reel up to it. Like they could I could see it happening. It's been like 8 years since the last one, I feel. So
yeah, but have you locked it in?
Yeah, I just locked it in, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I believe that side of the studio like is working on the Blade game, right?
Yeah, I don't believe
that's the studio that did Deathloop, and then they started work on Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you believe that, sure.
Unlikely.
All right, Weather Boy.
So something that I was hoping to like do like a oh, that's shit. All right, I'm fucking. All right, I'm a bit fucking. So my first two fucking choices. My first one, I was going to see if I could put in Death Stranding 2 PC edition.
No, that's the port. You established that.
No ports. Fucking, you just pick an Xbox game and say it's coming to PS5, or a PS5 game say it's coming to PC.
The other one I can't seem to pick either, so I'm gonna need a second.
Look at this motherfucker over here, just picking 2 ports. Pansy ass bitch.
No, I was hoping I could put the Witcher remaster in or remake in, but it is not an option.
It should be an option.
It should be, but it's not. Which makes me a little sad.
Isn't that an announced game though?
Nope.
Really?
I don't think they've announced it.
Yeah, that's interesting. That it's not even listed. Witcher 4 isn't even. Oh, hang on. Next page.
The other one, which is an inedible, is because it's a DLC, is the new fucking Witcher 3 DLC that's coming out. All right. While I look for a real answer, I'll put in a meme first. Because it's very much likely to come out. I'll pop in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Sure.
That was. Is it technically unannounced?
Is it unannounced?
It came
I
up-
actually fucked up.
I mean,
Did I fuck up? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did I fuck up? I fucked up. Can I take that back?
It's announced.
Can I undo that? Can you undo that, Ashley?
They've released screenshots of it.
I've done goofed. Yeah, that's fair.
Pause draft.
Your hook?
Oh, boy.
Oops.
Look, he pays so much attention to the video game news cycle, he doesn't even know what's announced or not announced. Like,
Well, I didn't think Kingdom Hearts was technically. Yeah, it's fair.
they've released screenshots.
Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't think the way that's set up that it would allow
let
it
you
to be
pick it.
you to
Yeah.
announce an unannounced game later in the year. But-
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Let me just have a quick scroll to see what is the. All right. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Oh no, that's just been paused, hasn't it? Yeah, that's not. Let's not do that one.
No, I think I just threw. You should be good to go now.
Yeah, no, it should be. No. I was saying the game I almost picked was.
What are we? What is
about to
going
pick-
on?
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
No, but it was something connected to that, which would have
It's
been
one of the
bad.
Ubisoft under
if-
cancelled games.
It was a Ubisoft game that I was like, "There's no way this." Let's just go with the hope for the unannounced mainline Half-Life game.
Big swing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So my first one, I'm going to go with Injustice 3. Surely, what are they doing over there? Over at NetherRealms, you know? They gotta be
What
working on
are they
something.
doing? Making
What are
them
they
video games. What?
Yeah.
What are they doing over there? Twiddling their thumbs? But video game developers are so lazy, man. Just make a new game. What
Well,
are
I'm
they
sure-
doing?
I know they're making the game, but what is it? It's surely it's Injustice 3, right? And then obviously this year is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So there's definitely going to be a big Pokemon release at the end of the year.
Presumably, yes.
My bet is it's a black and white remake.
Oh,
So that's my
But they-
Hot diggity damn.
hot diggity damn! He didn't even just go for like 10th generation. He went for fucking.
I mean, it would make sense given the.
I can't remember what the leaks were last year.
Yeah, I can't either, and we talked about it.
Yes.
Fuck.
So there was leaked plans for what was going to come out this year, but I can't remember what it was. There's a chance it could be Gen 10, but
My other one is going to be the unannounced Fallout remaster, remake, reschedule, relaunch, whatever the fuck that is. Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 thing.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Okay. I'm going to go with. How do I search this? All right, I'll go with that. It's listed as unannounced mainline 3D Mario platformer.
Yeah.
That'll be my pick. And the funny thing is about Nintendo is that unlike other publishers' studios, I do feel like announcing and releasing such a huge game to them is normal in the same 12 months.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's everybody's drafted, so let's run through the lists. Dylan's team, Brat Forever, he selected Grand Theft Auto 6, Big Walk, Mixtape, Fishbowl, Mina the Horror Lore, Slay the Spire 2, 007 First Light, Scott Pilgrim EX, Resonance, A Plague's Tale Legacy, Building Relationships, Dishonored 3 Unannounced, and Unannounced Mainline 3D Mario Platformer. Kieran's team, Defunct Physical Media, has selected Forza Horizon 6, Control Resonant, Resident Evil Requiem, Fable, The Dustbloods, Beast of Reincarnation, Romeo Was a Dead Man, The Dawn of the Blood of the Dawnwalker, Crimson Desert, The Sinking City 2, Unannounced Mainline Half-Life Game, Unannounced Fallout 3 Re-Something, and my team, Ash System Works, has selected Marvel's Wolverine, Saros, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, Eugenics, Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, Witchbrook, Vampire Crawlers, Super Meat Boy 3D, Professor Layton and the New World of Steam, Mouse PI for Hire, Injustice 3, and Pokemon Black and White Remake. And according to Fantasy Critic, they're projecting based on this draft. Me with 162 points, Kieran with 160 points, and Dylan with 132 points.
Why the projections are off, man? Like,
they very much could be. I think I don't know how they've worked that out, but
I think it's based on the hype factor or something.
Maybe
your Dylan's are pretty low.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see, and then I guess we'll revisit this post Summer Games Fest. To select some more games.
Sounds good to me.
Very good. All right. That'll do it for this week's episode of Arcade Couch. We shall be back to normality now each week in your podcast feeds, each week on explosionnetwork.com for you to check out, along with all the other shows that are also returning now. What Do You Want to Watch? We'll be back weekly and everything else. And if you've missed it, there's a Game of Thrones spin-off currently airing, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So South of the King's Landing was actually the first podcast that returned for us for 2026. So we have been recording, me and Ash have been recording a couple episodes of podcasts already this year, but so check all those things out. But yes, Arcade Couch back every week, Arcade Couch Between the Cushions back every fortnight, where you can listen to us talk about random nonsense or stuff that's been happening to our lights over on that podcast feed as well. But until next week,